Hi everyone, nice to meet you. My name is Sakif Imam, and this video is going to be a short literary analysis on the Tyger by this man over here, William Blake. That's the Tyger, as you can see, the official artwork on the poem that he wrote. Now, a little bit on William Blake. He was born in 1757, and he wrote this poem, The Tyger, in 1794, and passed at the age of 69. So, The Tyger is a relatively short poem. It is a poem that I was introduced to at my university. It's only consisting of 6 stanzas. It follows a writing scheme of AABB. We'll more on that later. But these details, they're just a little technical details. What is important about this poem is related to the pictures behind me, the 2 other photos in the bottom. I'll go into this in a second. I'm not going to read the entire poem to you. That is going to take up a bit of my time. But I will take a few specific stanzas, and I'll tell you a little bit about the literary meaning of them and why I thought they were specifically important. So, a bit on the photos behind me. One of these is a scale that I put there to represent good and bad. And another is a quote that reads, "God exists. He is the moral standard for all humans." The Tyger is a poem that asks against that. He is somewhat conflicting with the idea of God existing and him being the moral standard of humanity. William Blake was Christian his whole life. He was raised well. He had good financial stability. He did not have to go to school at a young age. He was a poet and a visionary, a writer, a visionary. He was a lot of things, and he argued against this, the idea of God being all moral. The most significant stanza in this poem, to me, is I'll just read out the first stanza to you to give you a good idea. "Tyger, Tyger, burning bright in the forests of the night, what immortal hand or eye could frame thy fearful symmetry?" It's asking us, what could possibly design such a ferocious creature and let them walk on the same land as us? Who could ever think of something so dangerous? Which is explained by the word fearful in the last line of that, and burning bright as in the orange bright shade of the Tyger that makes him visible and easy to recognize. Here, one of the lines is, "When the stars threw down their spears and watered heaven with their tears, did he smile his work to see? Did he who made the lamb make thee?" So William Blake also wrote another poem named called "The Lamb." It is similar to the Tyger in a sense that it is reversed as a concept and the message inside the poem. Now, William Blake uses a lot of metaphors to describe the Tyger, as you can see in here. "What the hammer, what the chain, in what furnace was thy brain? What the anvil, what dead grasp, dare its deadly terrors clasp?" So William Blake loved using metaphors to describe the Tyger without actually saying what adjectives that were easier to translate. So going back to the stanza about the stars throwing down their spears, the stars here refers to angels, and I love this stanza because it describes the stars even being concerned and so distraught with the creation of the Tyger. And another next line is, "and watered heaven with their tears." They were so upset and so defeated by the Tyger that they could do nothing but shed tears. Did he smile his work to see? God himself smiling at his creation, because obviously it cannot exist, according to William Blake, as a Christian man. The Tyger could not have existed unless God had willed it to. Did he who made the lamb make thee? The lamb, in many ways, is a reverse of the Tyger. The lamb only does not cause anyone harm. They do not have anything about them that can cause harm. But the tiger, despite being a creation of God, only practices ferocity, harm, killing, and reproduction. That is their only goal in life, as well as territory claiming. So, my literary analysis of this is that maybe God himself is not all moral, maybe he is not all understanding, and that sometimes some of his creations are among us, but they are not for our benefit. They might just lead us to a cruel death, but that was God's intention. So I kind of agree with William Blake here. God, maybe he is not the most moral being to exist. So yeah, that's it from me. This is a wonderful poem. It is short, but it conveys a deeper meaning that I think is applicable even 200 years later in 2025. That maybe not everything that God makes is for our benefit. Thank you for your time. That will be all from me.